I was younger, I hated working out. A little secret is I still really don't like working out. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. But yeah, so working out meant, you know, you probably weren't happy with yourself. You thought you were fat, or you were trying to tone up, or you thought you needed to lose weight. Fitness or exercise meant work out, lose weight. Like that's what that meant to me. I remember doing Buns of Steel. Do you guys remember that exercise video? I loved it. I think I picked it up at a yard sale or something, and it was on a VHS tape, and I would do it after school a couple times a week. And it was a hard workout. It was my favorite workout. Don't you wish that you could go back to your body when you first thought you were fat, or first thought that you know, noticed that you didn't like something about your body? In high school, I thought I was fat. And then here I am, 3 kids later, 34, and I'm thinking, man, if I could only go back to that age and have that body. I was not into fitness. I was not an athletic person. I didn't play basketball. I was a cheerleader in middle school. My hobby was mainly music, which isn't an athletic hobby. And that's really all I cared about at the time, was music and writing and that kind of thing. So I never really did play sports. So I didn't have an active lifestyle. So if you asked me 5 years ago, if you said, hey Anna, did you know that 5 years from now you are going to own a fitness studio and teach 9 fitness classes a week? I would have been like, you're crazy, because it is crazy. I wouldn't have believed myself. I would have been like, yeah, right, no way. So around 2016, I had a baby, and I was a kindergarten teacher, and it was time for me to go back to school. And I just kept having this feeling that God was telling me to do something different. I didn't know what it was. I was super scared, because that's what I'd went to college to do. Teaching was my passion. I really loved teaching, but I knew that God was telling me to do something different. I didn't know what it was yet. But it was hard, but I listened, and I quit my job. I still miss it. I still miss a lot of things about teaching. I'd started after she was born. I started wanting, you know, to get the baby weight off and trying to get a little bit more active. And I had seen some people talking about a refit class, and it was going on at the Methodist Church in Gleason, and Barbara Mullins was teaching it. And I think I talked my cousin April or Jennifer into going with me, because I was too scared to go by myself. And so I went, and I loved it. I started going every week, and I think what I loved the most about it is that I didn't feel alienated. I was really shy. I was the shy girl in the back. I don't want to talk to you, don't talk to me, don't see me, don't look at me. Still kind of a shy girl. I loved the feeling that I would have while I was in class, and also the feeling I had after the class. I felt really good about myself. I felt like I had more energy. I felt stronger. I started to gain more flexibility. I started to realize that I was having a transformation here and here too, that exercise and fitness doesn't always mean, ooh, I'm doing this to get skinny, or I'm doing this to lose weight, or I'm doing this because I'm not happy with my body. Sometimes you exercise because you love your body, and that's really the right headspace that we need to be in. Around that time, I started to have some pain in my joints, my fingers. I can remember one time my fingers were so swollen that I couldn't even button my jeans, and I was having to have help getting out of bed in the morning. But after I would go to refit, I would always feel better, and then I could always tell it was time for refit again, because it was almost like my joints needed that lubrication, that, you know, to work the inflammation out of my joints. It wasn't long after I started refit that I found out that I had rheumatoid arthritis, which I'm sure you know is a degenerative disease. It gets worse with age, and it's also, there's no cure for RA. So the best thing that you can do is to take medicine, which I do, and also work out, and to just eat healthier and be kind to your body. I needed to make a commitment to really work on that part. I knew I didn't want to be in a wheelchair. I wanted to be able to enjoy my kids and my grandkids and my great grandkids, and I want to live a long time, and I want to be healthy. And so I knew I was going to have to do something to really slow the progress of my disease. I caught it early, so I don't have a lot of joint damage. I'm aging faster. My joints are aging faster than a typical 34-year-old. My hips, they hurt. They hurt like I'm 70 sometimes. And if it rains, I know it. I know it's coming. I can feel it in my hips and my knees before the newscaster can tell us. I can remember being so depressed and so exhausted. That's another symptom of RA, is just being exhausted, having no energy. Do you remember this refit class I was going to once a week? I'd started going a couple times a week. I found out that Barbara and Esther were teaching classes at Flex Fitness. So now I'm not only going to the class on Saturday at the Methodist Church, now I'm going to classes at Flex Fitness twice a week. So I'm getting refit 3 times a week. I'm falling more in love with refit. I'm falling more in love with myself, starting to love myself again. I'm not depressed anymore. I am transforming. I know you have to transform this and this before you can transform this. And I decided that I wanted to become a refit instructor. So on my birthday in March 2018, I bit the bullet and I did it. I went to, I guess it was Nashville. I think it was Murfreesboro, actually. It was Murfreesboro. I went and I got certified. It was amazing. I learned a lot. So I'm not very big on working out. And when I say working out, I'm not the girl that you're going to find on the treadmill. You're not going to find me on an elliptical. Gosh, that's horrible for your knees, especially when you've got old lady joints like me. You're not going to find me doing 30 burpees at a time, because again, that's horrible for your knees if you've got if you've got issues, and I've got issues. But I have to be tricked into working out. And that's what refit is, and that's why I fell in love with that format. And again, refit is not for everybody. Rev and flow is not for everybody, but also HIIT is not for everybody. Kickboxing is not. You've got to find the class that works for you. Like I said, my brain has to be tricked. Ooh, I would go and I would be like, man, this doesn't feel like working out at all. It just feels like I had a big dance party for an hour, and I loved it. And that's why I fell in love with refit. And it was kind of like my gateway drug. It's like, that's how I got started into loving fitness again. It kind of opened my mind, because in my mind, I thought fitness meant, oh, I've got to walk on a treadmill. Oh, I've got to do push-ups. Oh, I've got to do burpees. I've got to go run for an hour. Like, fitness looks different. It's so different for everybody. You've got to find that thing that makes you love it again. And refit was that for me, because I love to dance. I didn't really know I loved to dance until I started going to Barbara's class. I can say that I am not at my slimmest that I've ever been in my life. I definitely am not, the number on the scale is not the smallest that it's ever been. But I can say that I am probably the healthiest I've ever been, probably the fittest that I've ever been. And I feel great. I am happy with myself, because I know that what I'm doing is good for my body. I don't wear a size 2. I probably never have worn a size 2. Probably more like a 4 in high school for maybe a week. But I'm happy, and that's what matters, and I'm healthy, and that's also what matters. And God showed me that. I was like, oh, that's why you wanted me to quit my job as a kindergarten teacher. And I was super scared. And I was like, oh, wow, he knew that there was something greater on the other side. And I'm so happy. I have met so many friends, rekindled so many friendships, and met so many people through Refit and through Dragonfly. It has been such a blessing, not just the Dragonfly, but just having this tribe of people, women and men. It's been such an amazing experience, and it's really helped transform my heart and opened my mind. And I hope that it does the same thing for you. I hope that when you come to the Dragonfly Studio that you feel welcomed and you do not feel judged. That is the goal. And that you can put your baggage down, all the things that you say in your mind, because we all have those things. I'm not fit enough. I'm not strong enough. I've left my kids with my husband and I feel really guilty about it. I'm too old. I don't know how to dance. That's what I get all the time. And I just say, hey, I don't know how to dance either, and I teach the class. So I want you to lay all those things aside and just go work out and have fun. Do the class, sweat, move, and then come back. Keep coming back. And that's all you have to do.